your mic is on. No cussing on our stream.
Yeah, geez.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our special PinTech Live deep dive with Jurassic Park Pin, featuring the lead designer, Jack Danger. Yay!
Hi, Jack.
We did it. Hi.
Everyone says hi in the chat. Thanks for joining us today, Jack. We're really excited.
Did I really swear?
Especially excited. Yeah.
I swore live? Oh, God.
It was low, but you did. You got excited.
Emoto usually
See, even
gives
Obi
me,
says my freaking ears.
Emoto gives me like 2 freebies a stream. And now she like kind of keeps me like 1 freebie a stream. So you've met your quota.
Jack used the word that immediately turned us into a rated R programming. So we're going to pretend that didn't happen.
Oh.
So what's this thing above my head?
Right, that's a good question. So to start this off, that is our giveaway timer. Every 30 minutes, we're doing a giveaway for some cool Stern and Marco swag. Ooh. So everyone, I am dropping in a link into the chat. Click on that link and you can sign up. I will take all those names of everyone that signed up, and when that timer's over, we will spin the wheel and see who wins some epic prizes. We'll start with a Jurassic Park promo banner. Dang. Sorry, Jack. It's it's not the Jurassic Park Pin promo banner. That one's not ready. But we do have some awesome, Jurassic Park in whole banner. It's a beautiful one. So.
But the art is done by the same artist who also did art here.
That's great. That's perfect. And it will look great next to the Jurassic Park pin. Anyway.
Add more dinosaurs to your dinosaur room.
Another quick announcement I have before we start is we do have our every Thursday 24-hour free domestic shipping and $10 off international shipping code. And Jack got to choose the code for today, and it's all caps PT-Copperlight.
It means dinosaur. Oh, sorry. Go for it. It is a fossil you find that originally started life as a pile of crap.
It's beautiful stuff. And yeah, and now it'll help you get a little shipping discount. Awesome. You buy from our site. Excellent. All 3 sound bad? Wow. That's weird.
Sounds like you're underneath a bowling alley. Ooh.
No. I've listened to it. It's not too bad, is it? You guys can hear us all right.
Do you think maybe you have the stream up and it's feeding into the broadcast? Or maybe one of the webcam mics is feeding in?
Random clunking. Sounds like a haunted house. Interesting. What did we do here? Oh. Well, all right. Let's do this show, guys. How does it sound now?
Everybody.
I will show y'all what this random clunking was actually, just so it's not so elusive. It was actually this video right here of the T-Rex clunking. Your mic was working before, but see, there is the awesome T-Rex clunking that we heard in the background. So, sorry, that was a little Easter egg for y'all. I was like, why do we sound like a haunted house? Yes, indeed. All right, I'm turning that off. So, what's Mr. Danger munching on?
Oh, it was a pretzel. Oh, the slow-mo T-Rex. That's what you talk about. It's a great video.
It is. We'll look at it later. So anyways, Kyle, are you here?
I am.
Kyle's gone.
Wait. There, I have levels now. Okay, sorry. I was like tripping out because my microphone wasn't responding, but now it is. So I fixed it. Look at that.
So
see, we have Jack Danger's
all
essence
of you,
here.
Yeah, for all of you that don't know who Jack Danger is, which if you're in the pinball community, that would be very strange. But Jack, can you go ahead and introduce yourself? Who
Oh God,
are
no.
you?
Hi, I'm Jack Danger, host of Dead Flip, an international pinball sensation known throughout the universe as the guy that saved pinball. Back in the 70s, in a court case in New York, I was an editor for GQ for a short period of time. I have two lovely children that are ranked in the top 10 in pinball, Charlie and Francis. And yeah, it's good.
I thought you had a better mustache at one point. What happened to the mustache?
You know, trends come and go. Trends come and go, man. And I just got tired of like chewing on that thing. When you go to take a sandwich and it just pushes it all in your mouth, and when you bite down, it just rips it out of your face. It's
For
very
sure.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, well,
Dig asked if you have any relation to Nick Danger.
That's my little nephew. Real piece of
okay.
crap. I honestly have no idea who that is. Is it a superhero?
I'm not sure, but we made sure that Kyle wore his Dead Flip uniform, and he last week adopted a new name, so now he is now known as Kyle Caution.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that.
this name was forced upon me, and I
We have
reluctantly
Jack
picked it
Danger
up.
and Kyle Caution.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I met Jack several moons ago, maybe 2015 or 16 at the Texas
Yeah.
Pinball Festival. We exchanged some weird interactions.
Hand
He was
slapping.
actually, when I first saw him, he was writing on some old ladies at the bars on their knuckles, like just read or something like that. And I was like, is that guy that live streams? Anyways, flash forward 7 years, and now Jack is designing games for Stern Pinball. So great job.
Wild.
Dude. Super
Wild.
proud of you. That's amazing.
Remember that picture you took at me at TPF where I had a Swippy sticking out of my pants? That was hilarious.
I still keep that around, for, just in case I need
I'm trying to lean into it so it doesn't become blackmail. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like make light of it.
I know.
There's some serious blackmail potential there.
So, Jack, tell us how you became a designer for Stern. How does that happen?
Yeah. So, like, I've had a working relationship with Stern for a very long time. I'm their global ambassador. I go to all the events with the entire team. And, when you're out at like CES or Comic-Con and stuff, and you're sitting next to Gary Stern or George Gomez or John Borg or any of these people, being a pinball fan, I'll just lean in and be like, you know what? As we're like 3 drinks deep, be like, Golden Girls Pinball. And they'd be like, go away. And so, like a conversation about me wanting to design a game has happened for a long time. But like, they hear that from everybody. Everyone wants to design a pinball machine. Of course, why wouldn't you? You love this. You would love to put your own fingerprint on, a game that everyone gets to enjoy and play. And it wasn't until as a caveat, I would design games on stream all the time with everyone watching. It would be like, let's make a Pokemon game. And then I would send it to George and be like, you should let me make it. He'd be like, oh, that's cute. Go back to, being the face of the company or whatever. So when I finally, so many people in the community, it was like when that was done, that's when George is like, all right, he's committed to see this through. And he can see that, the game doesn't completely suck. There's some understanding of like stuff there. And they approached me and they're like, hey, part of the package deal for Jurassic Park was to have a home game made for this. And we would like to offer you a chance to understand the process of making a game, but also offer a new look to the home game instead of us, making, Jurassic Park, but with the Star Wars layout. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
There was also a unique challenge here where they're like, you get to also work under the microscope of keeping this affordable. And what does that look like? And is it something that you would like to do? And they could have told me that I was making a 1 flipper game that was allowed half a pop bumper and I had to make it interesting, and I would have said yes. So I was like, whatever you want, I'm 100% on board. And the rest is history. I'm sure Stern will be telling me to never come back here again because I'm sure you all hate the game, and here we are.
Go back to what you're good at, being an e-clown.
Right, exactly.
No.
Turn on your cameras and beg for money, idiot. Oh.
The game looks awesome. We got to preview it at Pinball Expo and Midwest Gaming Classic this year, and everyone loved it. They even loved your nice little topper. This is a prototype.
Yeah,
that was right.
That's sitting in my cube right now, just permanently lit up.
Are we gonna be able to buy that topper?
So no one stole it from Expo, which I was a little bummed about. Like I put it on real loose.
Oh, you can do that?
I put it on real loose. And Wason said, because I wasn't able to make it to MGC, and I was gonna like let it go, Wason's like, oh, so many people tried taking that thing off your game. And I'm like, you should have let him. Should have
let him. No, he wasn't going to let that happen.
No way.
I think
Wason was guarding that game all weekend long.
Yeah,
if that thing ever, if you get a topper, you need to do that thing like the Beatles topper, where you need to have Jack Danger's head on a spring. So when you shake the game, it just kind of bounces around. That was, man, that would have been the best.
That's actually not out of the question. I could still do that. I got that goofy. Who knows what I was on when I took that picture? Like it was a lot.
Your eyes are pretty squinty.
We were all asking that question.
It was hard to keep your eyes open. He was just tired from working so hard on this game.
That's right.
So you mentioned you worked on it with Wason. What was that like working with Wason, and tell us who Wason is, and then who else you kind of worked on this game with.
Yeah, who is Wason? Let's spend 30 minutes talking about that. The man, the myth, the legend.
So when I was given the opportunity to make this, I designed initially in Photoshop, drew some sketches, and then I built what I thought made sense in Visual Pinball. And because we had to keep this thing obviously in budget, that meant my core team had to maintain and be like, you get one programmer, you get one engineer, and there's you, and make the game work. So working with Wason was fun because because we're not spreading out like, all right, you work on this module, you do this, but Wason and I got to sit down and I'm like, all right, so here's what I'm thinking for the modes. And then Wason's like, well, here's kind of what I'm thinking for this, that, and the other. Because, again, of keeping this thing affordable and time is money, right? So we had to lean on both the existing sort of code structure of the Star Wars home game and the assets from Jurassic Park. But we took it outside of that realm of like the code structure on Star Wars. Like we kept to like shoot the same shot a few times to like make something happen, but we brought it into the realm of like your Attack from Mars or your Medieval Madness. It's just like beat the crap out of this one here, but it could lead to several different things. Like we could have like the save the workers that are going on there. We have 2 wizard modes in this. Like we took what we were told to do and then pushed beyond that just to see like if we were allowed to. We didn't get any blowback. We also weren't wasting any time. So like we were able to fit a lot of really cool stuff in there. And Wason has been doing this for a very long time. So like he was able to tell me like, well, this is possible, this isn't possible. In the time frame, here's how we could take your idea but tweak it to fit to like actually get this thing done time. And then working with my engineer Rob Lakeman.
I was about to ask. Yeah, nice.
Awesome guy. Took like really terrible sketches that I would make in AutoCAD and then turn it into like a real physical thing. More notably, that right ramp was something that I wanted it to feel like a freaking lightning bolt, and it's like a modified version of like the Deadpool ramp. It's like flipped, but then we extended it and like opened it a little bit. And the way we brought it down with the slope of the game just makes it feel like it's coming back at you faster than the way it left.
I'm trying to find which. You had a picture of that one, right? Was there the 3D?
It should be. That's the catch ramp that we could talk about in a second. So actually, let's talk about that now. So that drawing right there is George Gomez drew that. And I have a sketch in there too. It's like that weird 3D blocky thing. It's like maroon colored. Do you see it in there? Anyway.
Yeah.
So I came to George and I was like, I could put metal back here, but this is all just going to look like metal in this like jungle scene. And I'm like, yeah. So that's my initial sketch for the catch part of the jump ring.
Oh.
So I wanted like arted plastic for the walls with a metal base so that you could have like this parallax feeling, you know? And so like you'll have foliage on the front, foliage on the back, but you can still see through it. So when you're moving your head, it's like moving, you know what I'm saying? So like there's actually dimension there instead of just putting a sticker on it. And so I did this like geometric thing, and he's like, you could just bend the plastic. And I didn't think, because I've never done this before. I'm like, I thought it had to be flat walls. So he's like, no, you could just bend it. It's good. If there's a dog dying in the background somewhere, I'm hearing.
Actually, yes.
Actually,
I need him.
I'm sorry, puppy.
Let's pour one out for Mookie. Poor puppy.
Mookie, love you. So yeah, he's like, I did something like this, the very geometric stuff, but it was all plastic on Avengers. But this was like a unique way of treating this, is like, you still get that solid clang of the metal, you still get that speed of the metal, but we're just using smooth butyrate or smooth plastic to help guide it along the walls while we can art it and stuff. And it worked out freaking phenomenally.
It's amazing. That is a detail that I really didn't notice until right now.
Yeah, it allows some depth to that instead of it just being like this metal thing that's living there.
Yeah, you know? Because if it was just a big giant metal thing that was living there, it would be really out of place. But using those butyrates and those printed plastics, it really blends in. It is a pretty slick touch.
My man. Is
digging it.
Mookie okay? Is Mookie all right? Little baby?
He just has a cough. He's laying down now.
Little bud.
So I loved this graphic you sent us. So this is Jack's back panel art. And so Jack is a professional graphics designer. So you see this graphic, it's beautiful. But so you did a lot of stuff on your own, I imagine, because you have the skills to.
Right.
But then working with your team, and then you said your artist did the version of it. So that's kind of like the before and after. So from concept to creation. Like
literally, that sketch that you saw me make took me maybe 30 seconds. I'm just like, all right, for the broken bridge thing, I want, okay, then a pterodactyl, okay, and then the volcano's here and it's going to explode. And then I sent that to Johnny Crap, and then he sent over the thing that you see now, and I'm like, it's perfect. This is literally what I saw in my head, and you made it, and it's great. Johnny Crap was awesome to work with, and he also, for like the playfield and stuff, we had to lean again on a lot of the art that existed already, but we tried to make it our own. So like, we beat our artwork up a lot more because ours is supposed to be like our island's already like in the middle of a destructive phase here, right? There's no like nice part that we're going into and then it falls apart. So like the map on the play field is already destroyed. We got rid of Nedry and put like the goggles there, and we put a giant T-Rex footprint, like a muddy footprint right in the middle.
Yeah,
like it stepped on it and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, so Johnny Crap made all this cool stuff, came back to me. I couldn't help myself, opened it up in Photoshop, did a lot of stuff like the drop target bank wall with the posts coming down over it, and the T-Rex stamp is me, and I moved a bunch of crap around, did some Easter eggs, just kidding. I don't want to get in trouble.
But yeah, we want to know what kind of Easter eggs you have in here.
You'll have to look if there's any.
Maybe one or two.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the so? I mean, we're going all over the place, but what is the story to your Jurassic Park then? What is like the chain of events that are going on, right? And also maybe for people that haven't played, the other Jurassic Park game, what is the story of that, and compare them?
Right. So ours is taking place, I would say, if it had to be in relation to Elwin's, we are at the tail end of his storyline. So everything's destroyed, everything's busted. We are just trying to get the heck out of there with whatever people and whatever assets that we can get our hands on. As the park's falling apart, you got to keep certain areas open so you can evacuate people, evacuate dinosaurs. But it's exclusively just trying to collect what you can and get the heck out of there.
Nice. That's awesome.
As opposed to the other game is like, hey, come check out this really cool park with dinosaurs in it. Oh, crap, it's all going to heck.
Right, they're flying in, you get to explore some areas, wait a second, people are dying.
You know, oh, geez. No, there's no death in pinball. It's only unicorns and rainbows, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So, the camera is was very focused on this awesome T-Rex head. That is something else you got to repurpose from the other game, correct? But it does different things.
That's right. So everyone knew before we even started designing anything, they're like, this has to have the T-Rex head. It has to eat a ball somehow. The ball needs to end up in this thing's mouth. And it was something we toiled over for a long time. And it was my first introduction to spending too much time on one idea and it wasn't working. And I'm like, I know I can make this work, but we can't make it work, you know? Because we initially were trying to think of a way to like shoot up into its mouth. But because we were using the T-Rex from the standard Cornerstone, it was not designed to do that. Even though the ball goes in its mouth on the Premium and LE, it's not because you're just shooting into its mouth. It's actually got a lump of plastic on its lip, and it's a deflection shield that hits it and shoots the ball up into the magnet. So there's without like retooling a whole bottom jaw and toy and stuff like that, it just was not going to happen. So I'm like, well, how do we get this in here? Well, what if we like shot through the jungle, right? And like it spit the ball out. Well, on Kiss, they do that where you shoot underneath Gene's throat and then a Vuck puts the ball in its mouth. Well, I can't afford a coil, right? Because I'm limited to how many things I can control because we're on one core node to keep this game affordable. So I'm like, I'm just going to put like a 180 ramp back there. People shoot these all the time and it's great. And so I just bent a piece of metal like that you'll see on the screen, shot it. It instantly went in its head and with its jaw closed was just like through the grace of the silver ball god, like it fit perfectly and it just locked there. So we're like, great, we'll put an opto in its mouth and call it a day. And that's how that works.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's really elegant. When I saw the game in Milwaukee, since I'm a giant nerd, I was walking through and I was like counting each transistor, or like each drive, right? Okay, one for the ball serve, one for the auto launch, two for the flippers, one for the slingshots, and I got to the point where I was like, how is there another one? How is the ball getting kicked up into the T-Rex's mouth? And Jim pulled me aside and he's like, check it out, look at it from this angle. And then I saw that super cool U-turn ramp. I was like, man, that is awesome. And it fits so well. It's amazing how you also have that inner spinner. It all fits so tight, but it works.
It's the magic of having an engineer that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, a little bit of creativity, a little bit of engineering magic, and bam.
Yeah, so you said you were on, and I'm going to butcher this, but you said one core node or something?
Node, yeah.
One core node. So for us that don't understand, what does that mean?
So typically on a standard Stern Cornerstone, you have two core nodes. They are two giant boards that are screwed to the underside of the playfield that control all the coils, all the lamps, all the switches. And on some LEs, you might even have three on a game. We were restricted to one, and so that is 9 controllable coils. That doesn't mean we can only have 9 coils. That just means we can control 9 individual things. So on the home game, we fire both pop bumpers at the same time. I don't notice it. Whatever. Both slingshots fire at the same time. And what that does is that's 4 coils, but they're firing at the same time. So it's only 2 control coils there, which saved me 2 coils to put into the T-Rex's mouth and a control gate in the back. Yeah, it's nuts.
Can you list all 9 off the top of your head?
Yeah, go for it, Mr. Designer. You got
curious.
So we got trough, auto launch, left flipper, right flipper, both slingshots, both pop bumpers, control gate, T-Rex, and this one, which is, what is that one?
That's the Easter egg.
The drop target reset.
Thank you.
No problem.
Nice.
There's drops in the game. Jeez Louise.
That's awesome. You got all the bells and whistles worked out in that 9.
Well, but that's the thing. That's what's really fun about this game. Is like it does have a lot of bells and whistles. There is a lot to this game that makes it play. I mean, if people have a perceived thing, it's like, oh, it's a home game. They automatically perceive like, oh, it's a bit lesser because it's a home game, but it's not. I think a lot of people don't get the chance to play these games because unless someone has one in their collection or something like that, they don't get to spend time on them. But this game is awesome. You need to go find one. The fact that you chose to go with the control gate too was really neat. That sacrifices something that you could have used elsewhere. But the control gate is fun. And the control gate, for people that might not know, is, if you shoot an orbit, it'll go all the way around. But there's a gate on this game that will keep the ball and force it to go into the pop bumpers. And it makes it for more dynamic. It allows you to achieve those top lane rollovers and stuff a lot easier. It's fun. I think everyone really does need to go to your local distributor. If they have a showroom, hopefully they'll have one on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's a great way.
Go play one. Get your hands on it.
I think a lot of people don't realize that you can go to your local distributor and play a game. You can kick a tire. It's like test driving a car. It costs you nothing. Just go there and play something that's on the floor, especially a game that just came out. It will be there, playable to jam.
Yeah, go make friends with them. Buy them some soda or some other beverage and be like, can I play this game?
So I know one of the main feature differences with the Pin, the Jurassic Park Pin, is that there's no coin door slot to receive money, right? So that's what makes it the kind of home use. What are the other kind of main differences between this game and
like a standard cornerstone?
A standard,
so the coin door, it still has a coin door, but there's no coin mechanism in it. So the whole mech that's associated with that, the slots, all the reading of the money stuff, and that whole mech is gone out of the game. One speaker, there's no sub, no cabinet. Okay. There's no cabinet node to control all that other extra stuff that would come with that. Shaker motors and stuff like that is not in there. What else? Smaller screen, obviously. It's the one thing people love to talk about outside of the game being exceptionally fun is the smaller monitor. Really not that much outside of that, but that stuff does add up to create a higher bill of materials there. Also something that's cool about this game is if you look at the plunger, it is bolted right to the playfield. Now, in a cornerstone, the plunger is part of the cabinet, right? And that can become misaligned if you're moving the game in and out, you hit it wrong, stuff like that. Whereas this is going to be perfectly aligned every single time because it's screwed right there and it can't get misaligned at all.
Oh, wow. Is it easy to disassemble and swap out, or you wouldn't need to do that?
I mean, if you wanted to take it off, it's like 4 screws.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason you'd ever need to do that. Really,
yeah, because I like the actual plunger knob guy too. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And
what if I wanted to put the mosquito resin rod in there?
Now, I'm getting mixed answers on that. I don't think it
Wow, that looks really cool.
But I don't know for sure.
I think if you put that on your, if the shooter rod is the same length, you might be able to, but you lose out on the ability to have it nice and lit, like the Cornerstone game.
Yeah,
because
true.
The Cornerstone game uses the actual housing to put LEDs to make it bright, you know? Hey, look, it's giveaway time.
It is giveaway time. All right. See, they were watching. They're always watching.
Yeah, that's what.
So I'm gonna go ahead and load the wheel up. If y'all missed putting your name in the giveaway list, then I'm sorry. There will be another one soon.
Can I win something?
Minutes, but let's go ahead. If you put your name in the list, I guess you would be added to the, to the wheel.
So
I see lots of names.
Well, I guess it doesn't take long to do this. I don't want to interrupt the giveaway because once we start talking, we're never going to stop, are we?
I love talking.
No, yeah, you can keep talking. I see there's a few duplicates, so I'm taking those duplicates out.
Oh, okay.
Now.
So, now, Jack, you did say, part of the reduced budget and trying to meet the given budget, rather, was like reusing some art assets.
Mm-hmm.
If there aren't Easter eggs, what else is new? Did you have any hand in, drawing something or saying this is exactly what I want before you handed it off to Johnny Crap, or?
So the user interface that is like the main interface for the game, I designed that, and I even like messed around with the platform that they use to like compile it and put it in the game, moved stuff around in there because I'm familiar with the platform that they were using. So I designed the user interface. I designed the iconography there. I designed when you get to the Raptor pen multi-ball, I designed that whole user interface. Like just to help expedite things because the teams here are all working on a lot of stuff at any given time. And I would just assume like an animator's time is worth more if they're working to help get a cornerstone out the door versus working on like my home game. So because I had the skill set, I was able to step in and be like, instead of waiting for this and I might get it in 2 weeks, I could do this in like 3 hours and just knock it out myself.
You're like, hey,
so yeah,
I got this.
It was, yeah. So outside of like typing some ones and zeros for coding, I had my hands in a little bit of everything in this game, which is awesome.
Other than like, oh, are you ready to spin, Emoto?
I'm ready to spin.
Okay, I'll save my question. Spin that wheel. Come on.
All right. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I added a username feature so it would help, but I don't know if it helps.
Oh, did that make it? Oh, I see. I saw you kind of deleting some. That made it a little harder, huh?
All right, there's my giveaway wheel. Yay, we have an actual wheel you guys can see. So whoever wins this will win a Jurassic Park promo banner. And let's see. We're going to click it. Can you guys hear?
I wish that beep was better. I wish I had the Jurassic Park
I have to make my
sound.
own.
Oh,
Stephen Harris, old school EM.
Friend of the
show. Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's huge.
I know you're in the chat, so I saw you already. If you're still here, send me an email with your shipping address to MarcoTV@MarcoPinball.com. Congratulations, and we are going to reset the timer for the second round.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Way to go.
That rules.
That's awesome.
Good for him.
I didn't know your real name. Now I do.
I sent him a bunch of stickers and keychains in an order he placed last week, so that was fun.
Riggs, Nintendo Remy, it could be you next. Could be you next.
True. Everything's rigged. So something fun about the game when it was announced and I came up with this idea. I was like, this is my first game. I want to put a bunch of cool stuff in the coin box, right? And they're like, maybe not. I don't know. So I was like, okay, what if in the plastic sheet, you know how we make those like key fobs? What if I had one special key fob that could like people could redeem somehow something, right? So like that's a cool idea. And I was like, cool, I'm going to put this one on here. It's designed in a way that hopefully it's not easy to replicate. So if you have it and you bring it to me at a show, I'm going to crack it in half, right, to verify that like you're not going to keep showing up with this damn thing, and I'm going to buy you a drink, okay? And it was a great idea until the sales numbers started rolling in, And then it became I am going to be bankrupt if I even try to remotely redeem any of this, which it was a plus from the sales side because they came over to let me know. They're like, yo, that drink thing though, okay, this is going to be, but they let me know that I can expense it, so you'll still get your drink. Okay, it's on Uncle Gary instead of me. Yeah, right.
Wait, Kyle, do you have one then?
I don't know.
You should have one.
Look in the coin box.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know because
he's
saving it for himself.
Sorry, there is no coin box. There was like a little baggie.
Let me retrieve
he's actually
this
checking
really quick.
I bet someone already took it when they set it up. They're like, I'm getting my drink with Jack at Texas Pinball Festival.
Yes, kisses and hugs are still free at TPF.
But I think what you need to do is, like, if Jack buys you a drink because you bought his game, you should return the favor and buy him a drink.
True.
Yeah.
So there's that.
That's what you should have made it. If they get your key fob and bring it to you, then they get to buy you a drink.
Well, I'm not going to ask them to spend more money.
No, that's their way of being able to hang out with you, right?
Yep. Oh, did you find it?
Yay, Deadfoot.
Nice.
You've also got a really cool Jurassic Park Home Edition one, too.
Yeah.
Wow. Keep that. We need it for Texas.
You know something that's pretty neat? And this is something I kind of just noticed, but while I was playing the game, but like every single stand-up target, and there's a decent amount of stand-up targets in this game, has a neat decal on it.
Yeah.
And looking at the sheet shows me that this is probably my new favorite decal ever. This is the finger on the red button.
On the red button? Yep.
I like that.
There was, I'll tell you this, when I was designing the T-Rex area, the initial concept for it was a little bit more complicated, and I had to like toss it away because I couldn't get it to work. But it did have a target all the way in the back underneath its throat. And on that target, on the decal sheet, was the toilet from Jurassic Park. So it was going to be like she had eaten part of the toilet and it was like in her throat back there. You would never see it, but it was like a fun little Easter egg. And it almost made it to the decal sheet, but it didn't go.
No.
Yeah.
I think also to quell anyone's fears, this game does have the goat represented. The goat does exist in this universe as well.
Put it next to the T-Rex fence.
It's a great place for it.
Yeah.
So okay, how about on that train of thought though? What were other things that maybe didn't work out, and other things that did not make it to the final production version of the game? Can you go into detail on any of that, or?
Absolutely. So there's two big things that did make it. One that was in the game since the beginning, and I just could not get it to work right, was where the Raptor Pen area is. That was what it is currently is a reimagining of what it was, and it was a player-controlled slingshot with some targets above it. And it was firing all the time. It was loud. It made the plunge into the game awkward. It made the left orbit feed to the right really, it just made everything awkward. But I'm like, no, it'll work. I'm going to make this awesome. And I just couldn't, it just sucked so bad. It sucked so bad. And the game would have been like extremely loud. That thing was firing all the time. It wasn't good. So that went, and then I created this like enclosed rubber 10-point switch configuration for the Raptor Pen, which I freaking love, because you get a lot of cool action inside of there. And we made the 10-point or the leaf switches as sensitive as slingshots. So even the slightest little shot in there is going to give you some action. Yeah. But if you can hit that target in the back, it's like hitting a whole bunch of them.
And it bounces 3 or 4 times as it's like trying to leave the Raptor Pin too. Yep. So it's exciting, you know, when you start that multi-ball.
Yeah, and also getting the angle just right of that feed out of there to stop it from draining immediately, either down the middle or down the side. What took some doing. Awesome. That and the sorry, Emoto, please.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna read Obi's comment saying that your key fob was pretty much half the reason why he wants to get the game. So
Oh, my man.
it's helping sell the games.
Great. Free beer. Let's go. The one other big thing that went through prototyping, but it didn't actually make it onto the playfield for any sort of gameplay was I built like a Raptor tower or a lookout tower where the right ramp went up and it went into this like box that had this, it was overcomplicated. It slowed the game down a lot. And it was just an overcomplicated diverter. And I have the hot glue prototype that I made that was able to withstand throwing balls at it, but we're just like, it like stops the game for way too long. And instead we're like, how about we put a ramp that is just screaming freaking fast right here? And then there it was.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stop on this game, other than the T-Rex mouth. Is that something you particularly like in pinball?
Yeah, so not a lot of people put, God, what is it called? So pinball right now is a lot of cross shots, which feel good when you're comboing, like, yeah. But some of my favorite games are like, how many times can you shoot this when it feeds the flipper over and over? Can you get that? That becomes its own sort of like skill and like keeping that internal timing going, like looping supers on Ghostbusters. Like, can you get it? All right, get it again. Keep going up there. And the right ramp and the left ramp on this game, they both feed the flipper it came from. So you get to combo that out as often as you want. And if you do it cleanly, that ball picks up speed. So when you hit it, if you can do it cleanly the second time, that ball's leaving faster and then faster. And eventually if you could do it like 3 or 4 times in a row, good luck keeping that ball like on the playfield.
Yeah, the right ramp is incredibly fast and smooth. And I like how with the left ramp being a little bit further away from the flipper, it gives you just that much more possibility to like make a poor shot or have it deflect in some weird way. And since it's a jump ramp, if it kind of fails, it doesn't dribble back out at you. It goes into a new part of the game. I like that. There's
also, because of the speed, like if you make a few shots and you don't feel like shooting from that flipper anymore, you should get enough speed to like ski past that ball over to the other flipper and then send that thing on its way.
Absolutely. The
nice.
Was there a little bit of RoboCop influence in?
100%. I knew the second I was designing this game, if we had to have the T-Rex, and I'm like, I've wanted a jump ramp in a pinball machine for a very, very long time, and I was afforded the ability to do this because like just dropping a ball on a playfield is not incredible for a pinball machine. It's not good for a game to just like from like 3-4 inches above to like drop it. That's not good.
Yeah.
Unless you have like heavy mylar and stuff like that. But because like the playfield's made out of MDF, it's already hyper compressed. So it's going to take impact a lot better. And we did some tests and it was like no damage. It was nuts that we were just dropping this thing and it was fine. We had to like give it a little toss to start actually giving some dent to it. So, but yeah, had to have the jump in there and it worked great.
That's awesome. I'm thinking though, hold on. The one question I wanted to ask you, like especially in regards to rules, like you are rewarded for completing the jump ramp, but like if I started the paddock that was that left ramp, just getting it up to hit that first opto is enough to count, right? But I will get rewarded for hitting the entire loop. Is that?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So the left ramp is backhandable with the left flipper. It will not make the jump, but you will get credit for the paddock. And the right ramp is backhandable from the right flipper, and the right orbit, if you could thread that needle, is backhandable from the right flipper.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look like it, but it's there.
Huh. All right. Challenge accepted. I'll have to give that a shot.
Can we do a Stern Heads Up Pinball Invitational with this game?
Oh, we're doing a shoopy with... right, there you go.
You gotta do that.
Can we do that?
You gotta do that.
That'd be great, right?
Is the
So I'm just letting everyone know y'all are dropping questions in the chat. They are not going unnoticed. I am copying down all the ones that we can ask him, Mr. Danger, and then we will do a little Q&A session in a bit.
I'm trying not to ruin the format and just like answer all the questions in chat. I'm going to let this roll, and then we can do the. It's really hard for me to bite my tongue when people are saying.
I know.
I know.
There's good
it's
stuff
hard.
happening.
I'm trying not to pay attention to chat, but I'm also trying to see what they're asking also. So, okay. I'm just going to ask some dumb questions because I think they're fun.
Ooh.
You got to make your own game. You've made a game, but you had to make a game that was going into production. What is your favorite insert?
Lightning bolt all day.
Yeah, okay. I like the lightning bolt in the Raptor pin. How many lightning bolts are in this game? Is it just that one?
There's two. There's one. Yeah, so there's the electric fence. And then there's the one inside the Raptor pin.
I like the lightning bolt. I think that's a good choice.
There were more lightning bolts, but it was like you're putting too much whipped cream on your waffle.
No, that's totally possible. Every time there's one of those hotel waffle makers and they have whipped cream, I always overdo it. So there is such thing. Inamoto, again, now, triple clarify. You didn't play this at Expo. You didn't play this when we were at MJC.
Don't tell Jack that.
What is your excuse? What?
I was letting everyone else play, plus I was filming Jack the entire time. Except when he abandoned me.
Listen.
Costume contest, and then his doppelganger won like 4th place in the costume contest, and then it was crazy.
Nick did a great job pretending to be me. It was awesome.
Yeah, so I have not played the game. I'm really excited to. What was your question, Kyle?
Oh, I mean, you must defend yourself now from the hordes of chat.
Well, actually, someone asked a question that I was wondering as well too. Does home pins, do these the pin Jurassic Park pin? Will you ever see it on location? Someone said that Electric Bat has one potentially.
Yeah, so a lot of places that do a charge to get into play, since this isn't
okay, like free play arcades could do it.
Yep, exactly. I can't speak to okay. I mean, look up whatever. I'm done talking. I forget. Like I'm on this side of the fence now. I can't tell you guys how to hack things.
Yeah. No trade secrets. Man, look at that. You really have to watch your
yeah.
It's getting tough out here.
It's getting tough. Another question, and we didn't go over this in our pre-call, so I'm not sure if you're even allowed to talk about it. I know. But will the pins have insider connected features too in the future?
So George stood up during our talk at Expo and said that it will eventually have connectivity. So that's awesome. That just means I get to go back to it and come up with like cool awards and stuff.
Yeah, your
that's
achievements awards will be awesome.
Now, I do need to address a comment in chat now. Vernicious, first off, you should buy it. And second off, if you can't afford to buy one, find a local distributor that has a showroom and utilize their showroom. Any good distributor will have a showroom where you can maybe make an appointment to walk in and see the wares. And hopefully the distributor will have one on the floor. So, and if that doesn't convince you to buy it, I don't know, man.
So something I would also like to point out, like once the game started hitting people's houses, and I was very involved with talking to anyone I could that bought this thing. I took all of your feedback where you're like, this is too hard. This is why is this doing this? Maybe this should be that, maybe that. I took all that stuff and we compressed it and I gave it to Wason, and we are working on making some cool stuff happen. So if you got one of these games, it's going to get better.
Very cool. Another question we had kind of in relation to that is, are there tournament modes on home pins?
No, there's no real randomness in the game. So, you should be good to just hop in and start banging around on it.
Was that by choice to like exclude like a mystery mode or a mystery award or something like that, or?
So there is it's a linear. We have a linear mystery award in the game that anyone can build up in the same path to collect. But how you collect the mystery award or supply drop, we call it, we left that a secret. Now, I slipped up and told some people how to do it. But if you look at the user interface, exactly, if you look at the user interface, it'll say your score, and then just above it, it'll tell you what your supply drop award is. And that will increase or change depending on how many times you hit the amber target, and some pop bumper action will help, sort all that out. The way you collect it, and I'll let you know here, is two ways. One, if you're familiar with playing the game Tron, the easiest way to hit the gem shot is to ricochet it off of the Tron targets up into gem, right? That's how you collect the supply drop. You got to bounce it off of the control room target, and then it'll go right through everything and hit the amber target. That's how you collect your supply drop. That, or you can shoot much like the snicked shot. It's like a backward snicked off of Deadpool. Hit smart missile directly into amber target, and that'll collect it for you too.
Ah, neat. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that a shot too. There was a question in chat, or people are also kind of speaking to the older Stern home games. The new two, Jurassic Park and Star Wars, are very different than the older games. Older games, like where you couldn't access them, the playfields were locked down, you had to work on them underneath the game, etc. That's not the case anymore. You need a like 7/16 nut driver to unbolt the playfield from the lockdown bar, and you can lift it up, and it is a normal pinball machine underneath.
Yeah, can we show that? I was gonna ask Kyle if you could give us a little tour. I know you need to be sitting down.
Yeah.
A lot. Kyle's back's been hurting, y'all, but
Kyle
I think
destroyed
you
his
can
body.
Muster up some strength to show us inside the game.
I will hurt my body for pinball.
Dive. Yeah, so someone asked in relation to that, like, how easy is it to service these styles of Stern games?
This is going to be the same you'd need to do on any other Spike pinball machine. There is not much unique to these games whatsoever. Right? We've got the same slingshot, same flippers, same trough, same auto launch, same drop target bank. It's all the same.
Yeah, everything you would find on a standard Cornerstone is underneath that game.
So you just, like Jack was mentioning, you've got one core node. So we've got...
Can you show us with your...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot really that I have a camera I could actually poke around with here. So
I know. I'm not there, so I can't, like, zoom in with my cool
no camera operator. There is... and people were mentioning, too, like, the cabinet is the same as the Star Wars pin. So it is... they are bolted together. So one way to save just a little bit of money, but retain, strength and have a really solid cabinet. But, yeah. So yeah, like Jack said, the playfield is MDF. We've still got a standard core node.
So people are like, oh, when you screw something in MDF and screw it out and put it back in, look at the game. It's using the MDF to support. Everything's using like spade bolts and stuff. So it's using it to like pinch to hold everything together in place. So instead of like screwing into wood and the wood holds it, it's actually holding itself together.
Yeah. So let's show that, right?
A spade bolt and
Here's like an easy one. You can kind of see, sorry, the camera is so janky, but it's really close where the auto launch is here. So this bracket is being held on with a spade bolt here. You can see that in a few spots under the playfield as well. There's some T-nuts that are hidden underneath this plastic. Sorry, it's dark. Some other places on the playfield, they've very cleverly hidden, these spade bolts in front of these targets right here. If you can see that under the T-Rex's jaw. So that is how you can build a pinball machine using MDF.
Yeah, buddy.
So it's pretty awesome. It's very, 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 very simple and elegant. Let me put the playfield down. I'm going to put this camera down, and I'll show you what I meant by unbolting the playfield. You've still got latches to unlock the lockdown bar, but there is just one bolt Oh, my poor back.
Sorry, dude.
It's okay. Which mates into another, a bracket inside the cabinet. So that is how the playfield is held in place.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got to switch to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you holding the shot?
So that's where it would go. I can bring the playfield
Cool.
all the way down if I position myself better. And then it bolts itself into that bracket right there. You've got this dongle here for the start button, which is located on the lockdown bar. Like Jack was saying with the shooter rod as well, it's attached to the playfield, so every time you lay the playfield in place, it's exactly where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Easy
That's
peasy.
awesome. Obi asked, how heavy is it?
About the weight of one playfield. It's not super duper crazy heavy. It's a playfield, you know. Maybe it's a little heavier because it's MDF, but it's not bad. Oh, how heavy is the game?
Going back to the start button, we had a request from Bex saying her cat starts the game when he walks across the start button. How can we cat proof this game? And I felt like it's a pretty valid question.
So get yourself it's a very simple Molex connector, right? So just buy a new switch, put it to a foot pedal, connect it, and then you could start a game with your foot. Call it a day.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, you should. Oh,
But not enough pressure for a cat foot to start it.
Right, human foot pressure, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe what we need to do is we need to talk to Guido, and we need to have him program in a cat adjustment. So then the button will have a 5-second delay, so it needs to be held for more than 5 seconds to start the game. I think we could sell Guido on that, being a lover of cats himself.
I'm sure he would love to spend time on that.
He really
he's got
would.
nothing else going on.
No, that guy doesn't have anything to do. Come on.
So we've been getting this question in a lot on the chat, and it is something we discussed earlier at the top of the show, but everyone's asking, why does this pin come with a small screen? And can you talk a little bit about the bill of materials and everything like that, Jack?
That was just a platform choice that was made for the Star Wars home game, and just to continue on with that platform, that's nice. the box of crayons we were given. It's just a cheaper option than our standard screens, and that's it. And honestly, I mean, how often are you looking at the screen when you're playing? Okay, I'm just saying. The screen for the most part is maybe for the people playing against you. But yeah, anything you need to see, I scaled up all fonts. Anything that you need to read is going to be screaming huge on the screen for you. So you're not missing much. Oh
yeah, I guess you would have to kind of create your graphics with that in mind.
Yeah, I made everything bigger so it was as legible as it would be on anything else.
Nice.
Jack is a perfectionist. Awesome. He thought about this.
Yeah,
I mean, when it comes down to parts, even though the difference between this screen and the standard screen may only be $5-10, but that adds up when you're building a lot of games, right? Maybe the cost of the standard head. They changed the head around to, again, reduce the cost to try to offer this game at a more affordable price for people. So it's not
a dollar here, 10 cents there. All of that adds up, and it adds up really quick, especially consider how many screws are in a game. Consider how many, a connector, a gate, a wire, all that stuff, it really starts to pile on. So I would sit there with my build of materials every time we do a reassessment. I'm like, yeah, we don't need. Oh, this is $1 off.
Oh no! Did he freeze or did I freeze?
No, Jack is frozen.
It's usually me. That's a really cool pose, though. Maybe he'll come back.
Oh no, Jack!
I can hear you.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, there you are. You're back.
I think the last thing we heard you say
there was a glitch in the Chicago Matrix.
$1.
You said $1. That was it.
Okay. Dollars, they're awesome.
Yeah.
That's the end of the story. I got nothing else to say. That was Stern going, shut up and freeze the internet.
Trade secrets. Go.
Stop talking. Stop talking. So one of the questions we got from Keith P said, does this pin use the same finish on the playfold as other Stern machines?
Yeah, it's got the same clear coat. Absolutely. Yeah. Same art.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's frozen again. It's so like...
Uncle Gary keeps pulling the cord on him.
Process and clear, everything. Yep.
Oh,
it's
you're
just here, let me move my computer so that...
You said same... Yeah, I think we heard the whole thing. Same art, same process, same clear,
same art,
everything.
process, same clear. Yeah, it's all the same. It's just the wood's different.
Another cool pose. Yeah, it was a cool pose. At least when you freeze, you're like looking stylish. So that's okay.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. From Tracy, speaking of goats, this was when we were talking about the goats earlier.
Yeah.
How does Elwin feel that the pin game is way awesome? Way more awesome than his game.
No, that's thank you. Thank you, President. No, Keith was very helpful.
How does Keith like this game? Yeah. Did you get to work with him on it? Is there any like collaboration between you?
So the Raptor pen was he was instrumental in like helping me figure out how to work that, because my original design wasn't working, and he came over and he literally just offered up like, why don't you put a gate here? And that changed everything that I thought about that whole area and allowed me to just reimagine the whole thing. But he would play it. Steve Ritchie would play it. Everyone would just walk by because I would just have it out in like main traffic, and everyone would be over there jamming on it. And that in itself, just this environment of like being able to play each other's games in any state of development helps a whole lot. Especially someone that's never done this before, because I'll come over and be like, I screwed this in here. Does this make sense? They're like, why is that there? But like, I don't, to hold something, I don't know. But it was awesome. But I'm not going to speak for Keith, but I think he's all right with it.
That's awesome. How long did you get to work on this game for?
From like first pencil to paper to finished like on the line was like 7 to 8 months.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Whereas a standard game, it was very fast. But it's because we were able to lean on like some of my skills to do more like on the art and animation side. We had to lean on sort of the core rule set a little bit of the Star Wars game, but we got to enhance that. All the art assets were done already. Anything that I added, I just did in my own time, or like we modified pre-existing stuff. The animation team helped out a lot too when they had a chance to like give us things that we just couldn't get in time ourselves. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, when you're making a cornerstone and all that stuff's from scratch, like all that stuff eats up time, and we were able to knock this thing out in a little over half a year.
That's amazing.
I mean, it must also help. Of course, you know, you are talented, but you are also walking amongst giants. You know, having people there to assist, you know, the best in the business there, you know. Wason is basically what I'm trying to save so many words just to say Wason.
I know. So let's just talk about how awesome Wason is.
Oh, Wason.
Man, you know what? We really should have tried to get Wason in here, like in secret, to like come in halfway.
He's so busy right now, though, which is why we couldn't.
Yeah, everyone is. Stern is a machine running at all times, ladies and gentlemen.
24 hours a day.
So speaking of between Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park Pin, Obi asked earlier, is the orbit adjustable in this game?
The what?
Obi said, is the orbit adjustable like in Elwin's game?
No. You don't need to adjust it. Yeah. Everything should feed exactly where it's supposed to go.
I mean, are you talking about like the rail being like on a slot?
Obi,
or something
what'd you
like
do
that?
to me, man? Ron Burgundying your questions. People think I'm crazy.
That hurt.
maybe he'll add some more details to that. But great transition, because it is giveaway time.
Woo!
So we're gonna do another giveaway. This will be for some Marco swag. So we'll give you a shirt and a hat from our awesome collection.
Which shirt?
In a hat.
Is it a shirt of their choosing?
They tell us what size they want, and then we will help them choose.
Be your personal style consultants to fit you in some of the finest pinball apparel available today.
Thanks. That was
Such
a great
as
commercial.
my wedge head shirt, one of my favorite places to play pinball and enjoy in Portland, Oregon.
Nice. You're supposed to be wearing a Marco
The internet
shirt
just got.
right now. Yeah, what happened? Why? Ooh, everyone's chatting. Raffle, 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 raffle. Everyone just wants to raffle.
Everyone
All right,
wants to
Wheel
raffle.
Of Names.
Jack's
Wheel
internet
of
is
Names
failing.
is coming up. Wheel of Names. There it is. Look at that. That wheel's getting more and more colorful as we go. And I did it by email address because it was easier this way.
Huh.
So.
But now someone's email address is going to be available for everybody.
I know. No one can read that, right? Only I can.
I love email addresses.
Farm that.
All right. So.
We're going to cross-reference the winner.
Is there other internet I can steal around here?
I know you keep kind of.
Oh, look at Tracy and Rebecca sneaking in real fast there.
Patrick Marino.
Hey, congrats.
Patrick.
You've won stuff from us before.
All right, Patrick.
Let's go, bud.
Patrick, if you're in the chat still, shoot me an email to MarcoTV at MarcoPinball.com.
You sound like sexy robots on mine.
You're frozen again, Jack. This is so sad.
Hey, usually it's our internet or something being weird. Now it's Jack's.
Patrick, you're Adam's 40. I never knew that. That's awesome. Well, thanks. Congrats on winning. And, yep, just shoot me an email to MarcoTV at MarcoPinball.com.
MarcoPinball.com.
With your shipping address and your shirt size, and then I'll send you our in-stock options, and we'll get you all dressed up. So thanks for playing, and I'm going to turn on the giveaway timer again, and we're going to do another banner in 30 minutes or so. So let's keep asking some questions from the chat.
I've got a question. Why am I on the screen 2 times? Why are there 2 angles of Kyle?
I know. Why not?
On the one in the top right, I look less like a ghost. I kind of prefer that one because the one that's on the big screen right now makes me look like I am drained of bodily fluids. I'm like so white.
Gross.
Well, maybe you should hydrate more. Hey, do you like that?
True.
Okay. Because Kyle isn't drinking.
Stop being so white. Drink more water.
Stop drinking so much beer, and
this isn't beer.
Add some water to hydrate yourself.
I finished my other beverage.
Johnny Demonic, thank you for bringing us back focused with what was the most challenging part of designing the game, Jack?
Oh man, geometry. Understanding like how to draw ball guides and knowing how a ball is going to hug a ball guide and where and knowing don't put too many angles into a guide because that's going to screw up how the ball's flowing. It's going to make it super expensive for no reason. Yeah, just making sure all those angles were good.
And do you design, I mean, I don't know if this is like how y'all's process would be, but do you use virtual pinball for designing games like this? Are you there, Jack?
We have another Zoom.
Dude, Stern is killing it.
Oh no, we've done so many of these and it was okay. It's cold, so your internet's freezing.
I think it's just Tanya's office doesn't like me. So I use visual pinball because that helps me iterate without wasting materials. Right. And visual pinball. I'm familiar with the software. I've been used to like make fake pinball machines, like a nice solid brush stroke that you can work from there. So it's worked out pretty well.
That's awesome.
I need to spend more time
Internet.
using visual pinball. Every time I draw a pinball machine, I just use paper and a pen.
It's fun. Like paper and pen, I still have like drawings galore over at my cube, but there's just something about being able to like play that at the same time, you know? Because just drive becomes a ramp or become, you know, that's invaluable to me.
Sure, yeah. What was it like?
Awesome.
Was it difficult with like laying out the footprint of things, right? Like, you know, you can imagine all sorts of things, but you are physically limited to how things fit together and the space they take up underneath the playfield as well. Was that difficult to make things line up right?
It's the stuff that caused the most issues. Stuff I can't push my because things already here for this thing. You're like, oh, and then that affects how things look on the top side, and vice versa. It just like putting the big toy and the ramps down helped me understand where all the flow. So I guess there was a bit of a procedure there. It's like I definitely know I want some pops up here. How does this head work with this over here? I think I want like a cross shot here, so let's slide this over. What if I try the ramp here? No, we'll slide it over here. It also helps that there is a like a graveyard here at Stern where I can go up and see all the prototype games over the years and just like rip a ramp off of there and be like, I'm gonna bolt this down. Nice. And now I can see where this is physically and like move stuff around. Like our original jump ramp on the left was a Star Wars home game ramp that I chopped and spot welded a Batman 66 Catwoman ramp to it to like create what that would visually look like, and then, you know, screwed it to the playfield. Positioning the big stuff is whatever. It's just like making make the ball do interesting stuff around all that is the tough part.
Nice. Going back to Obi's orbit question, he gave more explanation. He said, Elwin has an adjustment for a screw to move it forward and back to speed up or slow down the orbit speed. So,
not me.
You had that.
This game is bolted down in the perfect place.
It goes so fast all the way. Oh, well, I guess if you want it to go slower.
Yeah.
What if you don't want this game to play as fast as it does, Jack? It's a good point.
A drop all the way down, so that it's a table at that point.
Oh yeah. Okay, just make it super flat.
Oh man.
Awesome.
Yep. It's supposed to be fast.
There's I think this might be a good question too. I think we kind of skipped the order we were going to do this in. We were going to talk about Jack before the game. Then we just started talking about the game. But Captain Retro brings up a question I wanted to ask. What about the Dead Flip game? Where did you leave off on that?
What about it? It is sitting in my studio. It is playable. It is waiting for some secret stuff, is all I will say.
Okay.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot on this game that when I go back and look at that game, I'm like, there's a lot of stuff I did wrong over here. But they're just hold tight. There's some, just hold tight.
Okay. It was, I honestly had a lot of fun watching you iterate that game. There's a lot of neat ideas there. And I personally am not a pinball player for the rules. I'm a pinball player to make the ball do cool stuff in the Dead Flip layout.
That's all I wanted was the ball to do cool stuff. That's how I play pinball. Is like I shoot for the objectives. I don't give a crap about points.
Yeah. Tracy asks a fun question. I'll read the first half. Were there any ideas where Wason yelled no?
Yes. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, 100%. 100%.
I like that question. That's a good one. Ice-Skidoo asks another question I think that we kind of went over when you talked about George proposing you to make this game, but did you need to get all new licensing deals for this game and get every element approved? Was that part of this at all, or?
No, the home game was part of the original pitch package. So they knew they were going to make this game from the beginning. So we were good. We still had to show stuff to the licensor, but they're like, oh, you're using the same toy? Okay, whatever. Oh, most of this is the pre-approved art already? Yeah, okay, cool. Made life pretty easy.
That must be such a sigh of relief, though, or not a sigh of relief, but just must make things so easy, right? It's just like, I get to do this. I already have I have everything I need. It's on my palette. Okay, let's go. I don't need to worry about approving this or that. Oh,
yeah, it was pretty good.
This is a good one,
Did you swap to your phone?
Me?
Yeah.
Why, is it better?
You're lighter.
I'm literally holding my laptop up.
Oh, okay. You're just brighter. And I saw you like floating around.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get a better Wi-Fi.
Nice. Yeah. Sucking all the Wi-Fi. Jedi asked earlier, are you working on another pin?
Yep.
And also give us a wink. He's going to freeze, so you won't be able to see that anymore.
But
is that like an insider?
Right. I'm just going to freeze, so who cares? George kind of spilled the beans at Expo that I was working on something. What he implied that is up for that's for you to decipher. So, yeah. Wink, 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 wink. So,
will we see it next year?
Listen, all of this is a lot of work. I cannot wink enough. Lots of winking.
None of your winks are coming through anyway. So. Someone said it's Golden Girls.
It best be.
Dang it! I told you not to say anything.
Did anything need to be said? We know.
Marco knows everything, so they can say whatever they want.
We can't.
It's still super chunky for you guys?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's going in and out.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to use your tallness as an antenna.
Okay. Do I need to stand up with my computer?
Yeah, put the tinfoil hat on.
Yeah, this is great.
Does this work?
It's a very like powerful angle, so it's nice. Yes.
The way I'm slouching in this chair to make my back not hurt makes me kind of look like a potato in the angle of the camera. Like,
oh, you too. I finally got both of them on one show. It's great.
Two tall dudes on one stream.
The two people that I create content with, now we're all together. So, Jack, do you have what is your skill shot and other cool things about this pin that we can take that knowledge to the streets?
So the skill shot, the current skill shot is hold the left flipper button in. It'll shoot all the way around. You got to shoot up the right ramp, and that's your skill shot. But there is a skill shot that we hadn't coded, but like it's how I would plunge all the time, and it turns out everyone's games are doing this. So a plunge all the way around and then let go of the flippers. The ball will hit the left flipper, it'll hit the right flipper, and it'll jump up and go inside of the wrap. Programming that to be a skill shot for the next code update.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. What about flipper codes? Can you teach us any cool flipper codes that we can use on this game?
Legally, there's no such thing as a flipper code in this game.
Oh, that's a no-no. I didn't realize
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
I'll just say 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 1. There you go.
Nice. Well, technically, Guido's like restart the game when it's in free play is a flipper code, right? When you hold down the left and start button?
No, that's a gesture.
That's kind of a gesture.
That's not a code. That's just
All right, whatever. Easter eggs are best left hidden. Yeah, but then you want to find them.
Yeah, but it takes away the joy of finding the Easter egg. If your mom's like, yeah, look under the bushes in the tree.
Is in the chat. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Rampomatic, what's up? Rampomatic hooked me up with the cool gold wings ramp.
Yeah.
Nice.
He makes cool everything. That guy keeps so many pinball machines alive. We should all bow down to Rampomatic.
Thank you, Jody, Rampomatic, and all the other ramp guys out there.
Thank you, Jody.
Jody asked, how overwhelming was it to take on a complete pin project for the first time? Tell us about your strife.
Yeah, it was immediately clear that I didn't know what went into building a pinball machine at a company. So it was a lot. It was a lot, but I had a lot of great people here holding my hand through the entire process. Steve Ritchie was instrumental in like helping me with CAD and just like pep talks. That I sit next to like Elliot Eisman, Harrison Drake, Wason's over here. Like I had everyone available to like help walk me through how this goes. So as like hard and complicated and overwhelming as it is, I still had a lot of help to get me through it.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Let's see.
I was trying to see if there was one more question in the chat, but people are talking about your wonderful wife taking over the stream last night.
Yo, Laura's great.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. How about as a contractor for Stern, how is that affecting your dead flip streaming, your live streaming? You are the king of Twitch and pinball. You laid the foundation for all of us, so thank you. But what is that dynamic like now that you're building pinball machines? Yeah. Unaffected.
What a beast. Unaffected, yeah. Everyone at Spooky, still very good friends of mine. We're still talking about doing streams together. Same with American. Dave Fix, very good acquaintance. Happy to
Oh, wow, so you're going to do other games too. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nothing moving forward, no matter what happens in the universe, we are still going to be streaming and premiering everybody's games. Dead Flip is for pinball, and that's it.
I love it.
I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, all right. For the pinball.
For the pinball.
For the pinball. Well, I mean, I do think most people here probably, feel the same way, but I definitely think that you have a very important role, in the pinball community, in the sense that you bring a lot of people that maybe would never have had the inkling to play pinball into the community and turn them into people that are rabid for more content and to play the game. And I think that's really something unique. I mean, you were the pioneer for that. And I think without you streaming and without your personality being the way it is, there would be this industry would be a step back. Just to put some fire under your ego,
Yeah, wow, dude.
Here. I'm just saying, though, no, it really is. It's really important, But before we were on camera, I was talking to Jack, at our old pinball leagues in Oakland and stuff like that. We'd have people come in to join our league to play pinball because they saw Jack playing pinball on Twitch. And they said, I didn't know there was pinball in my city, and then they came to play with us. Right, and those are the sorts of things that are really important to keep people getting into the hobby. So,
I love it, man. I love to hear stuff like that. I love to. I will not claim any sort of check mark in the growth of pinball box, but I do appreciate people recognizing all the hard work that I've put in to do what I've done over the past 7-8 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost a decade strong. Yeah, Molly Hatchet even says you're the whole reason why he has 8 pinball machines.
Gross.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm sorry, bro.
Look what we're doing to people's lives.
You don't need money. Get out of here.
Yeah. You need these big boxes that take up a ton of room but bring you so much joy.
Oh yeah.
What?
I should know this question actually. Is because this is it's delivering, right? Is the Jurassic Park pin in the category runnings for the Twippies? I didn't really think about that.
Because it shipped this year.
Yeah, because it shipped. Did it ship? It shipped before December 1st, right? I feel like we had a conversation about this, and I think it is. But what if you win a category and then you, as a host of the Twippies, you're gonna open up the envelope and you're gonna read out your own name? Is that gonna be hardcore?
Well, remember when I did that last year and I thought I had like more trophies than I did, or what?
Rigged.
Super rigged. You want to see? Listen, I can only assume like Godzilla is an incredible game, and I'd be remiss to. I think it's a top contender for Game of the Year, right? I couldn't imagine Elwin's face if I won Game of the Year with my freaking home game. He would probably kick my ass is what would happen.
Oh man. But you're taller than him, so you could do the little like hand on the forehead thing.
Have you seen the calves? The calves are like freaking they're like
being so skinny and tall just makes us aerodynamic. He could kick us across a room with legs like that, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you win, and if Jurassic Park Pin wins any awards, or when it wins a award category, then we could have Wason come up to the stage and accept it.
When it wins, yikes.
Yikes. You said big yikes. You never know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, true. When it happens live at TPF.
Yeah, that should be interesting. So yeah, I believe that is that going to be the first place people can see you publicly in 2022?
So butts, dude.
A rocket.
I'm sorry?
Is Texas Pinball Festival your first public appearance next year? What's the first show you're going to next year, Jack? No.
CES in January.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll be at CES and then TPF. Yeah.
Awesome.
Have you ever been to CES before?
Heck yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't
It's
been.
awesome.
I've always wanted to go to CES and
Let's go,
IAPA.
Kyle.
Those are two shows that sound really fun.
Yeah, I'd like to go. That's awesome.
Yeah, CES is awesome because you get to see all the cool technology coming out. I got some cell phones and stuff like that.
They're like the crazy new flip phones.
Yeah.
What the heck, man? How does that work? That's like magic. Obi's trying to get trade secrets. You need to kick that guy out of here.
And it's smooth when you run your hand across. Obi.
I think we need to address something. Nolan says that you're the reason he has a drinking problem.
Dude,
do you approve or deny of this?
Oh no. It's a good time to freeze.
Yeah, it's a good time to freeze.
Yeah.
Freeze. So drinking was a huge part of the show for a very long time. And I just got tired of waking up hungover every single day.
Yeah.
So in the last, I'd say 2 months, I've just been drinking LaCroix. I feel great when I wake up. I could still be as stupid as I want to be without being drunk. I'll still drink. I'm not calling it quits, but I just don't need to consume a ton of alcohol every single night, which is what I was doing, and it was getting gross. So, right, because I would drive to work and I'm like, all right, I'll stream, and then I'm drunk and I'm like, well, I got to walk home. What the frick did I drive to? And then my car would just live in front of my studio for weeks because I'm like, well, I can't drive home. I'm like, oh, I left my truck at work. Well, now I got to fucking walk to work. Sorry for something. So it was a lot of, it was an inconvenience all over the place. So, yeah.
Well,
what is
you
your
just
favorite
pretend
bubbly
to drink and then like water it down.
Just water
Maybe.
it down.
Apple juice.
No, or I don't want to fake anybody out. Over here drinking like 30 beers, but it's just like LaCroix.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
you
okay,
could make your own labels.
Tracy
So
has
you're not,
the real
unless you're
question of the
sponsored by
hour,
LaCroix,
Ooh.
you can make your own labels to put in.
Tracy asks, do you like the key lime LaCroix? What is the best flavor? Asked by wonderful Tracy.
The best flavor is pamplemousse, but key lime is okay.
Pamplemousse is really
The pamplemousse
good.
is where it's at, though.
Have you ever tried the Have you ever tried the Spindrift waters?
No.
I like those ones a lot.
No, I don't know why I said no like that, but
Ooh,
right.
no.
Spindrift.
Who drinks that? Ugh.
God, no. Spindrift, yeah, I don't think I've even heard of those.
It's just bubbly water, but it's like real fruit flavors, so I don't know. It's good. I like the lemon one a lot. It's delicious.
Ooh.
All right, y'all. I'm
Spindrift.
dropping the very last live stream giveaway. If you've already signed up, then you do not have to sign up again. But if you missed seeing the link earlier in the chat, go ahead and click on that URL and sign up. It's completely free. When that countdown goes down, we are going to give someone special a prize.
What is the prize, Moto?
What's the prize?
Well, I was told that it would be a Stern giveaway, and we'll just have to see what it is.
Wow.
Oh,
So something exciting.
Is this the thing where
exciting.
I didn't realize could be a thing?
Maybe, maybe not. It's I don't know.
That's a diplomatic answer if I've ever heard one, but
it's gonna be something cool, Stern. It's not a pinball machine. If anyone thinks they're gonna win a pinball machine.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's not a pinball machine. It is a.
You're gonna win some really cool Stern swag. Cool. It may or may not be a banner. It may be a cool cup. It could be. I mean, check out the Stern shop on sternpinball.com. They got a lot of cool stuff.
There's a lot of cool merch that just dropped recently,
lots of new shirts.
Yeah.
That silver metallic shirt that says Stern Pinball in that crazy font. I love that. It's beautiful.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. A discount. No, it's definitely not a discount for a game. But if y'all do want to go ahead and buy Jurassic Park Pin, contact your local dealer. You can go there and play, most likely, and bring it home for Christmas. You still have time.
Yeah.
Would this not be the most perfect gift for the holidays?
Oh, man.
You just wake up and everyone gets to play pinball after a little breakfast.
I've done that before. I've delivered pinball games on Christmas Eve at night after
like
kids
Santa?
have gone to sleep to set them up in the living rooms. And it's like,
What?
even though I had to work late, it is the most magical thing, like, to think about that, right?
Absolutely.
A whole setup pinball machine when you wake up? That'd be stellar.
Santa bringing someone a new Guardians of the Galaxy straight down that chimney, right? That was fun.
Let's go. I gotta buy one of these games for myself.
Yeah.
Listen, internet, we don't just get them for free. We have to buy them too. Yeah.
It is a hot commodity.
I'm surprised you didn't buy it.
You should.
Your kids want to play it. Have they been able to play it yet? Actually, has your family been able to play this game?
No, they have. Well, Laura has, because I had her at the reveal stream here at Stern.
Cool.
But my kiddos have not had an opportunity. I got to be careful with this green screen. There's like secret stuff it's hiding.
Oh, no. Thomas, no, don't show it.
Don't look in there.
Careful.
Can I trick it?
You're trying to show it, aren't you? Ooh, I know what that is.
That's just what we need.
It's a pinball machine.
We need to reveal trade secrets on this stream, and then we get blacklisted from ever doing anything with Stern. Jack gets fired.
I'm pretty sure I'd get in more trouble than you.
Yeah. Everyone's asking for me for Christmas, and I think that's scary.
Asking for you?
Yeah.
You have to remind them that your new name is Kyle Caution.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
So that's what the packaging will read when you are delivered.
I'm not sure I could live up to a moniker like that.
Are you okay with that, Jack? If he goes by Kyle Caution from now on?
Danger and caution.
See? Look, you have approval now.
I'm your much more boring, apathetic sidekick.
Yeah, see, look, everyone in the chat loves it. And speaking of which, I don't think I actually have had y'all two together like this before. So just to roast on Jack a little bit because he's my big brother and that's what I do.
He's never gonna come back now.
Jack, you were originally...
I know what you're gonna say.
I know, you totally know. I use this joke all the time because it's hilarious. But you were originally the world's tallest pinball streamer. And now you have been kicked off of your throne violently, like Sparta kicked off. And Kyle is 1 inch taller than you. So is now officially the world's tallest pinball streamer. And I just wanted you guys to kind of hash out.
I'm sorry.
Like maybe you have to shake hands.
I think we need to meet up to remeasure what's going on here. What kind of fucking shoes are you wearing? Sorry for swearing.
That was 2.
I've got some classic Vans on right now. But I think that needs to happen. I also think
it's got to be a barefoot measure for sure.
We should maybe potentially whoever ends up being taller. We need to recreate the video of you and Tim.
Gosh, picking them up and swinging them around.
So whoever ends up being shorter needs to be the Tim, and one of us is the Jack, whether it's you or me.
Yep.
We'll see.
Oh wait, hold on. I already figured out the perfect place where we will do this. On the Twippy stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Kyle comes up to present his category with Crystal, we'll do a little side by side, take the shoes off.
There's going to be 3 really tall people on that stage at that point.
Yeah, and I'm going to be standing on like 10 Marco stools. It's going to be pretty weird.
Oh my
I don't know how we're going to do it. Or maybe you just sit down the whole time, Jack. Like
that'll be engaging and energetic and
yeah.
You just have to be like this with your hands.
Hey, it's me.
It's Jack. Like me right now with my crippled back just sitting on this stool like, oh, I can't move.
Listen, if your back hurts, you do not want to pick me up, bro. I'm huge.
I just need to...
He knows how big you are. He's the same size.
400 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, dang. See, that's the nice thing about denim is it hides those like 300 pounds. It makes you look like you're... Nah, I'm afraid that when I come to Chicago, like Mike Vinacore tells me he's going to save up all of his bad eating points to take me to go get Kumas and a lot of Italian beef sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
So Pat Powers owes me a ton of lunches also.
Yep.
So.
Awesome. All right, y'all. It's giveaway time. We're going to do this giveaway. Let me clean up this list a little bit from some dupes.
Dupes.
Give it away.
I need to plan this trip to Chicago. I think I might come in April. It might be a birthday trip for me, so we'll see.
Well, that'll be great, Kyle, because Midwest Gaming Classic is the last weekend of April, which I imagine you will be coming with us.
Okay.
So you can schedule it around there.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And then hopefully Jack will actually come to MGC this time.
Ooh,
I asked him multiple times.
We missed you.
It's out of the way. I would have gone.
It's like an hour away. So far.
You missed the wonderful Jim Sheared bar.
APB.
Oh no, I got to experience it at Expo. He got me sufficiently lubricated during all of my interviews.
Yep. That's actually part of the show too. I don't know if you've seen the cuts yet, Jack. No. But it's
I haven't seen anything.
Oh man.
You missed our version of the Jim Sheared bar, and it was great.
There you go.
Friend of the show, APB. Andrew Barney's here.
Ice Skidoo said he's gonna help Todd McCullough set up his pinball streaming gear. That's messed up.
Oh, great! Now we're all screwed. Yeah, we don't. Todd's like 9 feet tall.
Oh,
like, give it away now.
Look at my dad when I'm like 5.
All right, everyone. I got the names in the wheel of names. This is gonna be for some mystery Stern swag. It's so exciting, right?
The good stuff.
All right. Let's see.
What is it, though?
It's the good stuff.
We don't know. You're gonna get something. We don't know what it is, but it's gonna be good.
It'll be worth it.
The winner
It'll be worth it, especially because it's free. Is that? Oh, it's almost on. All right.
The winner is that guy.
The winner is. Wait, let me hide that.
The winner is. Hold on.
I know, right? It's definitely a work in progress for me. Michael King.
Unless that's just your email address and not your actual name, but we'll find out soon. It is Mike King.
Mike
King. Vindictive.
You
awesome.
win
Congratulations,
something.
Mike. Are you still in the chat? If you are, let us know. Yay! He said yay.
Nice.
Awesome. Michael, shoot me your shipping address to MarcoTV at MarcoPinball.com for your mystery Stern gift. Tater salad rigged. I know.
Oh, you're not even going to tell them?
You've won before. No, seriously, I can't. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it seriously technically mostly hasn't been approved yet, but it should be what we think it is.
That makes it sound like it's going to be. It's not a pinball machine. Like I said before, it's it'll be something good. Something from the Stern shop. It could be something, and it could be something else. It'll be an exciting present. I will let you know.
It'll be something.
Yeah, it's not a pinball machine. It might be something that goes on a pinball machine, but we don't know. And
it's not a playfield. It's definitely not a playfield. It's not anything huge. These are swag giveaways. So it'll be some awesome Stern swag.
Yes, it is.
Coil sleeves. Yeah.
I'll sign some old coil sleeves.
Oh yeah. Now, Kyle, you're gonna have to bring a flipper for Jack to sign.
Yeah.
Since you're getting all the designers to sign flippers for you.
I need to get the Jack Danger flipper signed now.
Yeah.
It's the printout of the game code README file.
Yeah.
Signed by Jack Danger.
The real stuff, man.
It's something.
Awesome. All right. Well, shoot, y'all. We are out of time.
Does anyone want to roast me?
Do you have any last words? Sorry, your internet sucked.
Me?
I thought you said sorry, internet, you suck, but you said sorry, the internet sucked.
I mean, that works too.
Oh, that's mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were just glad you came. It was very fun having you on the show, Jack.
I love you. Thank you. Yeah, this was a blast.
Thanks so much for joining us, Jack. We will let you get back to work and let Tanya get his office back. Tell him I'm going to fly some drones with him next time I see him. Yeah. And
I'll let him know that his internet sucks.
Yeah, jeez. Also tell him thank you, but your internet sucks. Hey, who are we going to raid?
And thanks for everyone for watching and tuning in.
Garbage.
And I
guess friends, I love you.
We should pay it forward. Let's pick someone to raid on Twitch for those who are on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch and you're watching on another platform, join us on Twitch. It's completely free and it's super interactive and fun. You can use emotes. You can use... Look, he froze. Is he frozen on purpose? Did he sign off?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, my Zoom thing's about to go... All right, let's find someone...
I'm just frozen. I don't know.
To raid. You just frozen.
No, it's just Tanya. It's just Tanya's internet.
Tanya.
The curse of Tanya.
He was like, I was doing you a favor. All right. Well, I guess last week we did say we were going to give this week to Mystery Pinball Theater 3000.
Is he on?
And he just happens to be on and streaming Godzilla. It's like he heard us. He knew.
Oh, no.
So let's go over to Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 playing potentially at Free Gold Watch out in San Francisco, the Bay Area.
The corner of
Super
Waller and Stanyon. What a great corner to be on.
Have you ever met Mystery Pinball Theater 3000, Jack? Manu?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Isn't he great?
Great dude. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh yeah, he came to Expo. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. He had all that fake money.
Oh God. Manu had fake money too.
Everyone with their fakes money.
Jay
Fakes
tried to pay me with some fake money when I was in Milwaukee, and I was like, what the heck is this? And then when I started playing $5,000 Pog hands with Scott and Jordan in Texas, I was like, oh, that's where those fake hundos came from.
Oh yeah, so when are we going to start seeing some dead flip Pogs? Because I need to add to my collection.
Yeah.
I gotta find someone to make them.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Pogs.
Like create your own Pogs.com. Like that exists. Like we're gonna get Marco Pogs made too. It's a website.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
I guess I'll get on that.
Get on it. All right. Thank you so much, Jack Danger. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Kyle
Jack.
Caution. I'm Remoto. We're gonna rate Mystery Pinball Theater 3000. I'm gonna play this trailer again as we sign out.
Bye,
Thank
Internet.
you.